Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Clown Underground. I want to talk to you guys about something that's really important to me. I'm going to try to adjust this camera so you can see my face a little bit better. I'm operating off of an iPhone SE, not SE, but the 7 I just bought for um, pretty reasonable price. Anyway, I had to get rid of my SE phone that I had because it went bad on me, and I loved that phone a lot because it was smaller than this phone here. But I think this phone's doing pretty good. It's not that dramatically that big compared to the SE. So um, I'll talk about that maybe in another video. The point of my video today is I want to talk about the reasons why I quit using Facebook and last month I ended up uh, putting in a request to have my Facebook deleted, like completely, like to where nobody on Facebook can look up my profile, as there are other a couple other people with my same first name and same last name. One of the individuals is from England. He lives in England. He's actually a really um, uh, quite good-looking guy. If you're out there looking for good-looking guys, but I'm not. That's not my point of my video. But the reason why I quit using Facebook, for example, is um, it was so constant notifications by other people that I didn't have a clue who they really were. Um, there were people uh, as part of my business profile. I had a business profile where I had originally at the highest point, I had over 1,000 friends that were on Facebook. So for every person that sent me a request at the time, while I had my business profile up, and it was my Facebook business profile for my eBay, Craigslist, uh, as well as some of my Amazon sales. It was more for marketing, really, and I wanted to show people business ideas and to show things I was selling on eBay, and also opened up a Facebook selling account. Well, it was actually a group, a selling group. Opened up several other. Well, no, I didn't open them, but well, let's just put it this way: I joined those selling groups where I could list things on Facebook um, Marketplace, as well as some of the other groups, like such as their Craigslist Facebook group, where everything that got listed on Craigslist could also be seen on Facebook. So if everything got opened up on or listed on Amazon, could be shared on Facebook. Long story short, there, it was a good profile there for a while until I started getting notifications from Facebook that stuff I was listing and stuff I was saying on there, because I got into controversial arguments and verbal fights with people on Facebook through their instant messenger, and as well as comments that were posted as a result of my anger towards those people. Got treated as if I was being a bully towards them, and so they got to a point where they would suspend my account for like a day, suspend my account for 3 days, and then it got up to where they suspended it for 30 days, and it was like, I think it was like the 10th violation that it got to the point where they finally suspended my account for 30 days. And so at that point, I just said, no, not going to continue to keep doing this. This is nonsense. Um, so what I did was is I just put in a request for a cancellation, completely deletion. And within 30 days after my request was put in, they deleted everything that was on Facebook that I had on the account. None of my friends was able to look me up on there, and one of my friends, I have her contact number so that I can call her directly instead of instant messaging her. Um, so she wanted to know why and if why I quit Facebook and if I would return. And my answer is no. Um, my marketing on my other uh, things I've been doing is I've been using Twitter. I've been using Twitter for several years now to market my items I have for sale on eBay. And I also have a new YouTube account called Absolute Sales and Marketing Guys. So I may list that in the description of this video at the bottom of the screen, so you guys can click on that and go to my Absolute Marketing and Sales profile, which then you can go ahead and click on the Twitter um, link that's in there as well, so you can go to my Twitter account and see the stuff I have listed on eBay and Craigslist and maybe Amazon. I don't think I'm really doing a whole lot this year with Amazon. Amazon's kind of like, if you aren't really selling books or DVDs, then you have to actually apply for a seller account and verify what you are selling. Like if you're trying to sell brand new clothes, they want to know where you're getting your brand new clothes from, what distributor you're getting them from. And I'm not going to really go into that because I sell used goods. I sell a lot of used goods. There's very little stuff that I sell that's brand new. It may have been brand new but opened up and looked at it, maybe have plugged it in and said, that's not what I like. And I might have reboxed it and listed it on Facebook, or not Facebook, eBay as new item for sale. So the other part that I would say the other reasons are just a whole laundry list of reasons I quit Facebook. First off, let's see here. I would have up to 1,000 or so friends on there, and then all of a sudden, after accepting a bunch of friend requests from various people, I have no clue who they were. And the reason why I would do that is because more people that are looking at your items on eBay that you're listing on eBay that they see on Facebook as a marketing tool, the more chances you're going to have to sell that item faster on eBay. So like for example, if I have 1,000 people looking at, or say 1,500 people at the most, looking at all the things that I've listed on eBay, well, they see that on Facebook as a shared item. They're going to go and click on the eBay link and go to eBay, and maybe if they have a PayPal account or if they're registered with eBay, they might have a chance to purchase that item, for sale. That's how marketing works in a nutshell. That's like a very elementary version of marketing. So the other thing I can think of is that right off the top of my head is drama. Well, I would get into it with some of my friends that I know locally that I've worked with, and I would tell them that I'm right, you're wrong, and that's what settles it. I win, you lose. And that comes off as a very arrogant, self-righteous, angry individual saying, you're not going to win. I win. You lose. It means you're stupid and I'm smart. I'm smarter than you are. And that's the way I come off as a person towards them, and it upsets them. So what they would do is, if I said something that angered them really bad, like told them that they were lazy and that they were, they needed to kick it into another gear, or say something to try to encourage them, to try to first insult them to make them feel bad about their behavior, then I would encourage them after that, which means that it's kind of like I'm chastising them. They feel like that they didn't need to be chastised. It's kind of like a little kid getting chastised by someone. And so they felt like they were being, treated like a little kid. And they would get upset about that and they would block me. Or they would, uh, you know, argue back and forth, so the drama would continue. So the next thing that would happen is they would all of a sudden, I would see something that I posted that I liked that might have angered them, and then all of a sudden I don't see them listed on Facebook as my friend anymore, and I would message them to find out why. Well, they didn't really, describe why that they defriended me on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, well, you see me in everyday life. Why did you defriend me for? If I'm friends with you in real life, why did you defriend me on Facebook? I would think that, and originally I thought like, well, if they're friends with me on Facebook, they're going to be friends with me in real life. That if they're friends with me in real life, then why can't they be friends with me on Facebook and stay connected with me on Facebook, even though that they're connected with me outside of Facebook in real life? Okay, well, one thing I've learned is internet friends are not always going to be your internet friends, but they may love you and care about you in real life. They may love you, like you, whatever in real life. For some reason, that the internet has become just stupid, just really stupid. And I don't despise Facebook, but I despise the rules. Um, as far as it can, and it is a good resource for connecting with people, but at the same time, as you have your cons, and there's always a con to everything that I can think of. Um, and let's see here. It's another thing I can think of that the reason why I quit Facebook altogether is, if I'm gonna be really building a new profile on a internet platform, or reworking a profile on an internet platform, I'm not going to pour all my time into rebuilding a Facebook account when I could pour that time into something that's extremely productive. Facebook is not a very productive platform to pour all your energy into when you have, like, say, if you got an hour out of your week that you've got to really, really use for something extremely important, that is in between you being uh, having enough money in your life to pay for your apartment, pay for your house, and your bills. uh, Facebook's not going to do that for you, okay? What I'm going to do is, if I'm going to use that time that I have, I'm going to pour that energy into rebuilding my Career Builder account. Um, I'm going to go on to my Career Builder account and amend it, rework it, add some new things to it, update it. ZipRecruiter, which is another career searching site. Monster. I know you guys have listed. I know you guys have looked at Monster. Maybe there's a lot of advertisements for Monster jobs. Snag Job's another one. I'm not sure if there's really I've been on Snagjob before. I don't know if my profile, as far as my resume, is listed there. But I do know that if I'm going to really look towards something that is successful, I'm going to look at these job searching sites and make sure that my resume and my profiles on there that I already know that I've built on those platforms. I'm going to know that they need to be amended, and I'm going to work those things and start, clicking and, and applying for jobs. So that's how I got this job that I've got now, that I've had for 2 years nearly. Is it just came by a whim? I started clicking on, I believe it was ZipRecruiter.com, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't remember exactly. But I remember on this one particular day back in 2018, I was just anxious, really, looking for jobs, just updating my profiles at that time as to what I was doing then, and came across this job and clicked on it. They called me like the next day, and I was like, wow, wow. They called me the next day, and it wasn't the actual company that was calling me. It was their temp service that they were contracted with to help me get hired on eventually. And after 90 days working with the temp service, I got hired on part time, but at least it was a foot in the door in the right direction. So, what I'm saying is, I'm going to pour my energy into something that is very productive. Friends are nice, but unless a friend can actually help you get a good job, a good paying job, they're really, the drama about their mom or their dad or, their cousin or girlfriend, their wife, their brother, whatever, that they're griping about is not going to help me get a job. It's not going to help me become productive in life. It's not going to help you guys either to complain all the time on Facebook. So that's what you guys ought to be pouring your heart, your soul, your energy into, is if you got an hour a day and that's all you got, an hour out of your free time a day, because maybe you guys were working like a really crappy, stupid job that you hate, get onto ZipRecruiter. Put a new resume up if you need to. Or start a resume, build your profiles up on there. Another one is Monster.com. So, some job searching sites to build a profile on, because you need a job. You guys need a job. You guys need to quit being lazy and get a job. If you are sitting at home right now, living off of the unemployment, food stamps, Social Security, disability, and all kinds of government welfare subsidies and stuff like that. Because right now, I buy my food, I work every day, I buy my food, and I pay my bills with the money that I make because I'm working a job, and I'm working constantly. Um, I'm not sitting there saying, well, I need $1,000 or need $1,200 from a stimulus check. I don't know if I received a stimulus check this year. Um, I don't know. I don't think that I did. I think that if I did receive one, it most likely went towards other debts that I owed towards the government, which I did owe some money towards the government, but I think that that's what it probably went on to. Maybe I didn't qualify for one. Anyway, so another thing I can think of that I didn't like about Facebook is that a lot of the people that I was around and would instant message, they would tell me it's my responsibility to help myself get a job. Well, you know what? If I was truly devoted towards a friend on Facebook, I would help them get a job. If I was only working 40 hours a week, I would devote my time towards helping them get a job if they were in pity and, really having a hard time. I would sit down with them, I would figure out what the fuck is going on with their situation. I'd figure out what's going on with why they can't get a job, and I'd figure out another thing too about what I can do, and showing them what I have done, and that's helped me get a job. Okay, I wouldn't just sit there and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you're depressed today. I'm sorry," because sorry doesn't do anything. So for all you ladies out there that think it's funny to, or just don't have really any way of, like, doing anything or saying anything other than sorry, sorry doesn't cut it. Sorry doesn't do anything. So if you're a lady out there, get up off your bum and go out there and quit being a bum and help some guys out, help some people out, help them get a job, you know? And that's what you ought to do if you're on Facebook. Quit worrying about whether a girl has a baby or stuff like Jerry Springer type crap. You know, our world is filled full of like Jerry Springer type crap. If you don't know who Jerry Springer is, just Google him and just YouTube him. You know, type in on YouTube Jerry Springer and watch a couple videos, and you'll find out what the heck I'm talking about. Okay, you'll understand like why I'm angry at people on Facebook and why I'm angry at the platform. Uh, you know, and I don't say that the platform is bad. Um, uh, it's the people that are on the platform and what they're doing on the platform. They should be using that as a tool to help other people out, but most of the time they're not. They're just saying they're sorry all the time. They're sorry that somebody's depressed. They're very sorry that the person is jobless. Well, faith without works is dead. So if you don't have the faith to believe that you're gonna go ahead and get up off your bum and go out there and help the poor people that are jobless, that are maybe their job sucks and they hate their life, just like I do. My job does suck and I do hate my life, but it's just something you got to do. Saying sorry is not going to accomplish anything. Sorry is just a very cheesy expression to say to somebody who's in distress, who's in financial distress, who's just is socially and psychologically distressed. So that's what I have to say about that. But for right now, I don't ever see really a future in going back to Facebook for anything that's other than maybe some other things in the future that might happen out of it. I just don't really see a future in Facebook for me anyway. Now, if you guys want to be dramatic, be lazy, and sit on your bum all day and be a welfare bum, that's fine. Live your life being that way, but you'll never see any good results out of it. Guaranteed. I can guarantee that. Because I can guarantee that with my life and what my experiences were with it. So, it's the only thing I can think of at the moment about why Facebook is just a load of crap. I think Mark Zuckerberg, when he created the platform and authorized it to go globally, I'll just put it that way. I think he did have some good purposes for it, but I think that when he got it out there and people started using it, it started really going south, like really, really south, like thumbs down kind of thing, really, really bad. And there's some people out there that really use it for success, and they're successful as a result of it. But most of the time, I don't see any success out of it. I really don't. Um, and like I said, in their world, sometimes there are some people who truly are successful on Facebook. They're successful because they help people. They really, really help people. They don't just say, yeah, they're sorry. They get up and every day and they go talk to those people. They counsel those people who are on Facebook, and they just help them, non-stop helping them. But most of the people are not. Your average everyday person, they go to work their 9 to 5 job, and then they come home and then they complain and then they receive complaints from their friends saying their life sucks really bad, and they still don't get up and do anything about their problem, but they also don't get up and do anything to help other people. It is better to help other people out. It really, truly is. So, I guess, I got to cut this video short. I don't want to make it too terribly long. So, I can't think of anything else at the moment. If I do, I'm going to make another video, maybe part 2, about like why I quit Facebook. Okay? Guys, Clown Underground signing off, and I'm going to get right back to work and get some things done today. Alright, thank you.